So normally I'm not a really big fan of these video blogs, but I thought today it would be good for me to hop on here and just share some of what's happening with me right now. Um, After reading this blog post, you might kind of be like, what is she talking about? What's happening in her life? Is Nikki getting ready to have like this mental breakdown? And part of me says no, and then maybe a little part of me says yes, I am having a little bit of a breakdown right now, but I think it's a healthy breakdown. It's a spiritual breakdown. And it's one where I'm really seeking God like I never have before. And I'm getting ready to share something with you that I wrote in my blog post. I might start to lose some of my Christian credentials over sharing some of this stuff, but I'm at the place where A, I really don't care anymore. But B, I feel like it's more of a risk to not share some of these things than it is to share them. And so basically, what I'm asking God to do right now is I'm asking God to interrupt my life. Now, I shared in my blog that God has interrupted my life in ways before. We've gone through sicknesses, we've gone through babies, we've gone through moves, we've gone through job changes, kind of some big interruptions in life. I also, as a speaker and a writer, have some kind of, I would say, regular interruptions in life. I will get to go speak somewhere or go on a mission trip or be asked to be a part of something that interrupts my normal everyday life. And so when those types of things happen, I'll be honest with you, I have no problem finding God in those types of situations. It may not always seem so clear in the midst of something, especially like going through a sickness, but looking back on my life, those are the times that I see God moving the strongest in my life. And I do think that part of that is because our faith goes to another level when we're faced with some type of interruption like that. So what I'm asking God to do is to come into this home right now where I'm at. This is my life 75% of the time. No makeup, regular stay-at-home mom clothes. I have dinner to make tonight. I have kids to get places this afternoon. I have laundry that's piling up. And these tend to be the places that I seem to avoid God. And I think I avoid God in this place because I've never experienced Him in this common, everyday, normal life before. And if you do experience God in your common, everyday, normal life, then that's awesome. And I'm really excited for you. But I feel like there's probably a lot of people who are in this place that I'm in right now that, we're not out like changing the world by going on these mission trips and starting life-changing ministries and things like that. We're doing these everyday common things. And it's really hard sometimes to find God in these things and in these places. And so that's why I'm praying this prayer. I'm asking God, please interrupt my everyday common life. Interrupt my thoughts, interrupt my heart, interrupt my motives, interrupt my agenda, interrupt my schedules, interrupt me so that I can experience you like I do when I go to these other places. And I don't think that this is like some crazy out there thought. I believe that God does want to meet us in our everyday, ordinary lives. But sometimes it just seems so stinking hard to find Him in these places. And so that's what these next 30 days are about for me. And I just want to assure you, like, there's no like hidden agenda in this, okay? I've not been like offered this book contract where I'm supposed to like blog about this for 30 days and suck all my readers in or anything like that. There's nothing like that with this. I don't really understand why I feel so led to work something so personal out publicly, other than the fact that I've never done anything like this before. I have no problem sharing about my past mistakes, my failures in public, but when it comes to really working out the things of God, I really tend to avoid that, and I don't want to be that type of person. And so I just wanted to hop on here for a second and just share this with you and just assure you that I'm okay, and but that the next 30 days are going to be hard for me. And I'm going to be sharing some things that I probably never thought that I would share on a blog before. questions in my mind about God, questions in these everyday normal situations. And in the process of that, I want to be sharing with you how I'm seeing God interrupt my everyday, common, normal life. So I hope you'll stick around. You'll stick with me through this, and maybe you'll join me in this process. Maybe you'll come alongside me and say, you know what, Nikki, I want God to interrupt my life too. And we'll be able to see God move in a way that we've never seen him move before in this everyday common life. So I don't know how often I'll be video blogging. I'll just kind of leave that up to the Holy Spirit to show me when I need to write and when I need to video blog, and we'll just begin this process. So I'll be back with you tomorrow with a new blog post, and I'm hopeful that I'm going to be starting to see some interruptions in my life.